Hey, how's it going? Jim's Hot Rods Beyond here. We're going to talk about the Roadster, the 26 Ford Roadster, Buick, Nailhead powered, badass mother. I posted a video about the Roadster, showing some pictures. So this is where we're going to start. This is in the first video. There you go. That's what it looked like when I got it, a little over 2 years ago. Now we're going to see where I've gotten. In the meantime, doing everybody else's shit too. Here we go. Ready? That's what it looked like. So now I had to go from that. We're going to go to the body. And in this picture, you can see where it was in an accident. It was caved in there. There was holes everywhere. Fiberglass was cracked. It had no floor. I had to put marine quality flooring in there. 3/4 inch thick, solid marine quality oak. Had to fiberglass it in, seal the big holes up because they had 57 caddy taillights. Of course, it was an accident, had to fix that. The body was ratty. So this is after all the body work's done, sanded down and re-gel coated. And that's that's gel coating right there. Brand new shiny gel coating before paint and body. So you can see how, so after before gel coating, I had to redo the firewall right in there. Because there was no firewall, it was all gone. So I had to redo that. You can see where I started. I had to build the layers up because the fiberglass was so badly gone. And you can see all that good marine oak for the back of the firewall. So then I went from the body, had to do the frame. So here's some of the frame. And this piece of bar that's welded in flat right here where my finger is, that was standing upright on end, and the body would actually attach to that with big holes going through the side of it. So it completely ripped the body in half. You can see where the big holes are on the side of the body. So I had to get rid of all that. Of course, these are bullet holes. You can see where there's more bullet holes in it. Somebody shot it. Big holes. So we did that. Got rid of all that. Started marking up the frame with the new Ford 9-inch rear end out of a Bronco. Of course, the Broncos are too long, so I had to cut and narrow it. You can see my axle cut and narrowed, all re-splined. I took like 5.5 inches out of this thing. Cut it, marked it up. Looking pretty nasty still. But it's taken shape. There's a lot of process. Now you can see on this one that I had tried to mark it up with the big tires that I want to put on it, but these are a little too small, so I had to stop. But I could still cut and narrow the rear end. So we go from there to dismantling the whole chassis, ready for sandblast. Everything. Completely cleaned after this is still rusty, but after I did this, I completely sandblasted it clean. So I went from that to fully boxing it. As you can see, things gonna smoke now. You can see this getting fully boxed. Sorry about the pictures. And you can see I had to straighten the frame out a little bit, and in this corner right here, you can probably see that real good. There's plates inside it where there was a crack in the frame. So I had to plug weld where the cracks were, plate it, and then stitch weld it, and then box it. And that's the correct way to doing it. That thing is bulletproof now. So it went from that, completely done, sandblasted. But then in the meantime, I had to mark up the motor. So there it is, a 364 powered Nailhead. Pretty nasty looking. but that's exactly what it has to be before you get something pretty. And I don't think this engine was running really good because it's a point system with graphite wires. You don't do that. Idiots do that. Real mechanics know that. But you can see really nasty. But the motor, absolutely pristine inside. It's a beautiful engine. And you people can argue with me, motors, electric, engines, gas, combustion. But there's an original steering box. I had to straighten that out. It was a little too close, so I had to bring that in. And this is what the front of it looks like with the motor, without the body. And those big ass tires on it. And in this corner you can see the black transmission. That's a 700 transmission built to 1,000 horsepower specs. It's brand new, before paint. Of course I sandblasted it and painted it. Let's check out the steering column. I had got a 55 Ford steering column out of a highway truck. Looks pretty nasty, but I took it all apart, put brand news in it. The grill is a 35 Ford grill. I took 13.5 inches out of this thing, and then I got to cut it down the middle and bring it in close. I'm going to pinch that thing. But I'm just showing you some pictures on here so you know that you can go back and see what that looked like when it's all done. And in my gas tank, since this is called the blunderbuss, or the pink pearl, I have to have a treasure chest. So that right there is a early 19th century trunk. We got it at an antique store. But that's the gas tank. I reversed the hinges so it opens up away from the body. Gas tank's in there. I got a false panel that goes on top. False panel goes on top, and it's all treasure in there. Pirate gold or whatever you want to put on there, but nobody knows it's there. But I had to redo that. I sandblasted it, redid all the wood. So then I had to get some more parts because I didn't know where I was going with this. So let's look at the transmission. That black transmission, there it is, all done. Pictures don't do justice, but that's not red. That's a one-of-a-kind pink with House of Color Spectra flake in it. But let's see what that motor looks like. You ready? I'm telling you, be careful. Blam. There it is. That's the beginning of the same motor, all custom. Every single piece of stainless on that. It's not chrome. I hand make all of that stuff. You get this original distributor, all reconditioned with brand new internals. Oh man, it's coming out. So then, hey, you know what? I had to go from this motor. I had to do something superior because there's not a lot of intake manifolds to choose from out there. So I'm custom making my own intake manifold. So I decided I got to do something badass. So I'll get to the next videos. Take it easy.